G'day, it's Pete here, and we're back again for another Funbridge tournament. As usual, I'll show you how to get in. So what you want to do is log into Funbridge, then go to Get Started/Practice, over to Exclusive Tournaments, then look for BridgeVid or Pete Hullins under View All Tournaments. Taking out the top spot is Stuart 76 plus 32, close behind with Avarum 1 plus 31, Shaman and Turgeminator plus 30, and rounding out the top 5 is Diff 67 and Munslow with plus 29. So a few hits on offer. We'll see what we got today. We got a flat 14 count and partner opens. Okay, so I got 4 spades. So here, what you want to look at is, do you want to actually bid 1 spade, or do you want to like start a 2/1 and then support hearts? And I used to like bid a spade a lot, but I kind of like getting the game force going, and then I can support hearts. I feel like my system's changed. I'm pretty sure that I used to be playing 2/1, but I guess it looks like 11 and 14 points. No hope is slam. Between 10 and 11 points, exactly 3 hearts. What do I have to do if I've got a game force with hearts? Is there any bid I got? Four diamonds. Fit in hearts and controlling diamonds. I was just curious that, like, how is the system set up? So they play jump bids here, Q bids. 3 spades shows exactly 5. I have no. Anyway, I'll just bid 4 hearts. I think slam's a fair way off opposite of 1 heart, 2 heart bid. I was just curious looking at all those descriptions because they seem kind of peculiar. Anyway, we've got a 4/4 spade fit. We've got heart lead. Here I got a spade loser, a diamond loser, and a club loser. The diamond is going to get discarded on the clubs, and then spades I'm going to try and take a finesse. So we'll just draw trumps. We'll go from there. Often there's a question of, is the 4/4 fit better than the 5/3? Like, we've got 4/4 fit in spades, and we've got a 5/3 fit in hearts. Like, which one's actually better? And usually a 4/4 fit is better than a 5/3. And the reason for that is often what you can actually do is draw trump. Like, what you want to do is imagine that your suits are both solid. So if your suits are both solid, you'd have like 9 tricks playing in either of those. Here, if you play in the... Then I want you to look at what's the effect of if the opponents make you rough. I've kind of timed this poorly that I can't actually finesse the spade, so we're just going to go ace of spade, spade. I think the main thing that I wanted to do is preserve my queen of clubs and play like the 9 of clubs, and then I'd have some entries back. When the hearts broke poorly, I didn't want to play ace of diamonds, drop diamond. Yeah, we got the rest here. But talking about 5/3 fits versus 4/4, what I like to imagine is, imagine both your suits are just solid, and the opponents are going to make you trump. Like, that's just what they're going to do, and then you're just going to draw trumps. If you play in your 5/3 fit and they make you trump, what's going to happen is you'll most often be trumping in the 5-card suit. So you would have had 5 tricks, you've still got 5 tricks, and then you've got the 4 on the side. Whereas if the 4/4 fit was trumps, what they're going to do is when they make you trump, you get to rough in either 4-card suit. So you've still got 4 in 1, and then you'd get 5 total trump tricks, and you'd have the 5-card suit on the side for 10 total tricks. So what playing in the 4/4 fit does is it gives you freedom to trump in either hand, which can be beneficial, and generate tricks. Whereas when playing in a 5/3 fit, if you rough in the long hand, you're not generating tricks. What you do have is a bit of resiliency against bad breaks, so a little bit of variation there. Hey, TB Luke, welcome. Plus 2 imps. Most people are in spades, so like half spade and you go there, but Perfect card play. Thanks. I thought my card play wasn't perfect because I didn't get my spade finesse in, but the spade finesse failed, so it was happy with what I did this time. Okay. And here we've got 11 points, 1 club. I'm just going to go ahead and overcall a diamond. And do I want to bid a no trump or 2 diamonds? I was initially bidding a no trump. 2 diamonds like shows my 6 card suit, kinda. Let's go ahead and bid a no trump. I think 2 diamonds is probably the better action, but yeah. 2 no. So here, my 1 no trump showed 8 to 13, and I've got 11. I'm in the middle. I've got a sneaky 6th diamond. I don't have a club stopper, which is iffy, but my partner's got me covered. Go, partner. And we got 13 opposite 11. So we've got 24 high card points. East opened the bidding and presumably has a balanced hand. So we've got 24. The opponents have 16. East has 12 to 14. West has 2 to 4 points. The king of clubs is almost certainly on in the east hand. I think I want more entries to the south hand, so I'm actually going to put the queen of clubs in here, bait them to take the king and preserve my jack as an entry later. Okay, so now what I want to do is still preserve my jack. Yeah, so 3 then 4, so it does look like West led low from a 3 or a 4 card suit. East is balanced. So again, 2 to 4 points in the West hand. Okay. And we care about the jack and the 8. Okay, the 8 will fall. Right. And any benefit in ducking this? My diamonds are all good. All but 1. Could go. Oh wait, no. If I go ace of spades, I've got. I can just play like a spade back to the jack, and then my 10 of spades will be set up for an extra trick. They knocked out my entry. No beer card for me. If they played like a spade back or a heart back, then I would have been able to make the beer card. But here we're 3-0 plus 1. 3 points. They got the king of hearts. Okay, plus 7 imp. Some people didn't accept the invite, which is okay. Like, I think it's marginal. You are in the middle, but here 1 diamond, 2 diamonds is fine, and then 2 no trumps invite. At imps, especially vulnerable, you really want to try and stretch to bid vulnerable games. So at match points, I think that passing's fine. At imps, I think you really want to be given that a shot there. Flat 15, so 1 no trump. Got transfer. Okay, partner's got 7 points opposite my 15. We've got 3 club losers, 2 diamond losers, no hearts. We've got a spade loser or 2. Clubs, I want to hope that the jack of clubs is in the east hand. Diamonds, I want to hope that the ace of diamonds is in the east hand. Spades, I just want to finesse. So I'm missing queen 10 9. That's the 9. Okay, does the finesse work? It does. All right. Part 1 down. We'll draw a trump and then just start on a club. Ace is on side. Don't care so much about the ace. Oh, queen. Beautiful. All right. Oh, wow. They took that. That was a mistake. But I'll take it. Okay. So they had an extra trick in the waiting if they didn't take their clubs. Plus 2 imps. So we're cruising along at plus 11 at this stage. Moving on to deal number 4. 11 points. My partner opened a no trump. Here's something that I see people often do, which if they've got it set up, they might transfer to clubs and then bid 3 no trumps. But that really doesn't do anything. There's no scope for partner to go, oh, wow, I really want to be bidding 5 clubs instead of 3 no trumps. Because, like, what would partner actually look for when you transfer to clubs and bid 3 no trumps? Like, is having short clubs, like, is having like 2 or 3 clubs good? Is having 5 clubs good? Or does that just mean the clubs are running? Should they be worrying about spades without a stopper or something? Well, no. Like, there's no clear direction of what they would look for in that stage, so they're just going to pass 3 no trumps. And all you've done is tell the opponents about it, your club, so you can help them with the lead a bit. So usually, if I've got a game-forcing hand with a 6-card minor, I usually just bid 3 no trumps. But if you've got a singleton, what you can usually do is transfer and then bid your singleton. Because if you transfer to a minor and bid a new suit, that should be a singleton. And telling partner you've got a singleton, now we're talking. Now they're looking at something that can help them judge, oh, 3 no trumps is a terrible spot. That's not going to work for me at all. Right? And here we likely have 6 clubs unless they're 4-0 offside. We've got 3 diamonds and a heart. Let's see if they led away from King Jack 10. They did not. But here, Easter's got the 10 of heart, and if they get on lead later, my 9 of hearts is useful here. Let us take the King of clubs. Is followed, which is great news. And we will actually just run our clubs here. And the whole point here is they don't know that about my 4th diamond. So we've got 6 diamonds. I'm really going to keep an eye out for diamond discards. Maybe also the 8 of hearts discard. But we'll enjoy these clubs. And if I don't see those cards, I don't really care outside of that. Too hard to keep track of everything. There's 1 diamond. There's a heart. So if East had 4 diamonds, we're in business. It doesn't really look like that's happening. Okay, so I've got the rest here. So 3 no, making +1, probably reasonably flat. +3 imps. Some people went down in that. Some people did get to 5 clubs. What were they doing to get to 5 clubs? Yeah, they're just insisting on 5 clubs. Yeah, there's no real, like, you've got a small doubles and diamond, but like, I think if you start looking for issues like that, then you're like, oh no, like, it's really easy to say that, oh, maybe the opponents can take 5 diamonds. But it's really not going to. There's no way of sorting it out, so it's better not to worry about it. Okay, flat 12 count, so we're passing. All right, and this hand is pretty bad to lead from. We did get a 1 no trump all pass. So in this spot, we know that the West hand doesn't have like a 5-card major. So if I had a close decision between a minor and a major here, I actually prefer the major because we know West isn't too likely to have, like, they're more likely to have more minors than majors because of that subtle inference. But here, my leading from the majors just looks terrible. I have the 10 of diamonds, which is decent, so we will give that a shot, and I already regret it. Okay, so Dummy had 3 jacks and a queen, so they've got 5 points. So the points are like 20-20. I have 5, 10, 12. So 12. So I've got like 6 to 8 points. And missing the 8th king 9 of diamonds. But we can just win here and come out the queen of diamonds at this stage because my queen 10 are equals now. Still haven't seen the 9. My partner leads 1 diamond, that's all good. And I have the luxury of finding some discards. So It looks like East has ace queen of hearts, ace king of diamonds. So that is 13 points. So maybe they've got the king of clubs or king of spades. My partner probably has the rest. There's the king of clubs. I think that is literally all their points. Okay. I need to hold on to my 2 diamonds because I don't know if my partner's guarding them at all. I could probably discard a club, I think. There's the 9 of diamonds, so my 10's high. In there. And we've got the rest, but okay. -1 imp. You lost 2 potential tricks by leading the 6 of diamonds. All right, yeah. So people found the killing lead of a club. What partner's clubs on that? It's 10 third. Club the ace, club back, and yeah. Also the spades. We can take 4 spades. Yeah. All right. Board number 6. So we've got 10 high card points, 6 card spade suit. We're favorable. I'm going to be opening this. 1 spade, 3 no trumps. This is just like a balanced choice of game. Oh no, they've only got 2 spades. All right, so they don't actually have a spade. Like we have a spade fit, but they're not guaranteeing it until I've got my 6th spade. I don't like that I've only got 3 hearts, so my partner can have a heart shortage here. But like, there's a chance that the spade suit just runs, and 4 spades might seem like a fair way off. I don't know. I'm just gonna hope that the spade suit runs. It's probably a bit ambitious, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, partner has ace king of hearts, which is fantastic. Queen of spades. I couldn't ask for more. So here we might be able to take 6 spades, 2 hearts, and a club. If not, maybe we can build a diamond trick. I don't want them shifting to diamonds, so we're definitely going to win. And we're just going to lead the queen of spades here and now. That part works. The spade finesse wasn't guaranteed to win at that stage, so that was a spot where West totally could be ducking. Now we've got all the spades, and then I can build a diamond trick later. Just get rid of heart. I want to see if my 10 of diamonds comes good. So if they discard away from the jack of diamonds, my 10 might become a winner here. And West is doing a fair bit of discarding. Kind of like that. Show me the jack. All right, so we got the king of hearts, and then that's it. So I think both 4 hearts and 4 spades and 3 no trump both make. 3 no trumps is pretty dicey on a diamond lead. Makes because the spades are pretty friendly, but yeah. +4 imps. Most people are in 4 spades. Some people manage 11. Be careful. Your bid matches a hand of at least 12 points where you only had 10. All the discussions. What do we think is best here? 1 spade feels a bit racy playing with Argene. Pass gets you to game, but I find it very hard to pass with such a hand. 2 spades miss the game, which is what I did. 3 spades? Yeah, so Argene opened big game when they opened a multi, but not opened a week 2. So this really comes down, in Argene you can actually set what your preemptive style is. I think one of them's like psychotic or something. I set it to the most aggressive setting I could. So that's probably what sways whether they bid game or not, rather than it being a multi or not. So that's my guess about why it might sway there. Here, for me, like favorable, I think it's like far too good to open 2 spades. At imps, I think like being pushy is a good strategy. So I actually just really like opening 1 spade. I don't like considering there being a gap between pass and a 1 level opening. So if it's too good to preempt, I'll just open it there. And like sometimes partner might go off to the races, but it might also jam the opponents out as well. So that was my thoughts there. Yeah, hand number 7, we've got a 5-5-13 count. So 1 spade and 3 clubs here is probably a reverse. Shows a few extra points. So here, I think 2 spades is just like a waiting bid. And partners said, yeah, let's play 4 spades. All right. And we have a spade fit. We have no diamond losers, no heart losers. We do have a club loser. They might be leading away from the king. They could be leading a singleton, a doubleton, low from 3, all kinds of things. I want to lead towards my king, queen of spades. Hopefully the... they did lead away from the king. Okay. I don't want to cross in with the ace of clubs yet, so I'm going to play a heart up. I should have played the jack rather than the 10 because that might bait them to cover. I don't really have a good discard, so I didn't really care, but like it can't hurt. Okay. So at this stage we win. We now play a club over. Hope it doesn't get roughed. Draw 1 more round of trumps. And they're 4-1. Okay, so they have 2 more spade tricks, but we're just going to set up spades via a roughing finesse. So we go there, and then we rough in, and they'll get their 2 spade tricks, but we'll be all good. So 4 spades making. All right, so I'll just rough that, just play my 10 of clubs, they rough in. I think he doesn't like you claiming when there are trumps out, but that's probably why it refused it. But 11 imps there. Some people got to 5 spades, which seems ambitious. They might have been 3 clubs, which was a reverse. Okay, and then partner makes what looks like a slam try, and then they cooperated, and they get to 5. Yeah. So here, going like when the option goes like 1, 2, 3, that should be done with a few extras. Not as strong as a reverse. Like you don't need 16 or more points, but you don't want to do it with just bare minimums. Okay, so we're at plus 28. 1 board to go. If we go positive here, we're in with a chance. All right, we've got an absolute powerhouse. We can't bid 2-0 immediately. That's unusual 2-0 trumps. Really? How is this not unusual 2-0 trumps? Anyway, I was planning on doubling and then bidding 2-0. I really like. Usually with these sorts of hands, what you want to do as the overcaller is double and then bid no trumps to say you were too strong to overcall. I have no idea what I've done with my system setup, but I've got it, so let's bid it. Okay, we're in 3-0. Yeah, we've got a heart lead. Partner has 5 points. We've got a distinct lack of entries. So 5 opposite my 21, so that's 26. There's 14 points missing. East has like 12 to 14. So West doesn't have much. They might have a club honor. They might have 0. Entries are distinctly lacking. Sorry, I have an entry. There's great news. All right, so this hand will be pretty cruisy then. After this, I have the rest. Spades are all good. I don't know. Maybe not the 8, but the rest are all good. Singleton King of Hearts. Beautiful for that entry. All right. +2 imps. So we finished with +30. So really solid showing there. Finished in equal third. So again, well done to Stuart and Aviram. I came close, almost had it, but not quite. But pretty happy with my third spot there. Thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this Fun Bridge tournament. And if you liked it, consider subscribing. It really helps me out. Bye for now.